For our trip down to Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights and the horror convention. Probably end up being like a multi-part video. I'm going to try to use my camera as much as I can this weekend while we're down here. Get as much cool footage as I can. And just do a kind of a cool trip video of the whole thing. Right now, we just started heading south off the highway. We got about 178 more miles to go. About 3 hours according to the GPS, but we're on our way. Got a bunch of stuff going. Hopefully we'll have some good footage out of this. Right now I'm just hanging out in the car with Colonel Mustard, waiting for Whitney to run to the store and pick us up some food for lunch. He's been keeping the semi trucks at bay, barking at them when he doesn't like them, which is pretty much all the time. Going into Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. $15 to park at this stupid place. But, hopefully the event itself is worth it. And I know we can't bring the camera inside, so this is about all the footage you're gonna get of this. So got back from Halloween Horror Nights last night. This is just my e-ticket for it, or whatever you want to call it. Here's the program. It was a lot of fun. We didn't get to go in all the houses because some issues popped up. Mostly, they had some fake smoke effects going on that were just killer. I was like hacking up a lung after I walked through them. But open up this thing. Try to do my best with one hand. This is the map of the park. You know, as it was. This is the old Universal Studios, not Islands of Adventure. You can see down here, there are a bunch of different things. Scare zones, which are just on the street. We actually hit most of these. Shows, some of the rides were open. And up here is the names of all the different houses that were there. We did actually exactly half of these. I just kind of give you a walkthrough since I couldn't take the camera in. Here's the park entrance. We went up the main road here, number 6, which was kind of like a death carnival type thing. Here you see the H. We didn't go in that house. It had a long line. It wasn't open yet when we got there. I think the Ghost, not the Ghost Adventure, the Ghost Hunters guys from Sci-Fi were there. They're actually going to be at the convention this weekend, so I guess they stopped there before they did the convention. Interesting side note, back over here behind this in the sound stages, which the sound stages is actually where they had most of the haunted houses. Back when I used to do BattleBots, that's where they actually had it. 2 of the years I did it, it was at Universal Studios. So back here is where I did BattleBots. G was the first haunted house we went into, which was, I'm sorry, G was, alright, we skipped these 2. I guess we skipped H and G. We did F, the first one here, which was Hades. Not a very good one. It was just really dark, and then there'd be like red lighted areas where people would jump out and scream. And you couldn't really see anything. There wasn't really much of a theme. And then we walked through here, another scare zone here, which was kind of like a Dr. Frankenstein steampunk kind of setup. Over here was E, which was Zombiegeddon, which was awesome. Probably my favorite thing we did that night. The whole premise was that there were zombies, and if you ever seen the movie Fido, it kind of was a lot like that. They were controlling them with these electronic collars, and when the collars malfunctioned, the zombies went nuts. It was a really fun haunted house to go through. Popped you up back over here, which was supposed to be like a New Orleans setup, which once again begs the question, where was Victor Crowley? Hatchet 2 got pulled from theaters way too soon. There's a flamethrower going off in the water here, which is kind of neat. Went around, Jaws was open over here. D was the orphanage. The actors in that weren't all that great because they had to be short because they're supposed to be children. So I think they were looking more for a type of like a body type than a actual skill as a scarer. But it's still kind of fun. There were some fire effects in that too that were kind of neat. And here's the Bill and Ted, what do they call it? The Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, which was basically a kind of like a pop culture. It was almost like a scary movie stage show. Not scary movie, like one of those type of movies, just a parody of the pop culture of the year type things. It was actually really fun. And I love the old Bill and Ted movies, so it kind of was entertaining. Went over to the Men in Black right here. It was like walk right onto the ride, no wait. That you get to sit in cars and shoot aliens with laser guns, so it's really fun. And by the time we got here to the next house, it had gotten later in the night, and the lines were about an hour long each, so I skipped over this one. This was Havoc. Not really sure what the theme of that one is. Came over here. Sad to walk past the Simpsons ride because now it's not Back to the Future anymore. And then over here was the last house we did the night, the Catacombs, which was all kind of about like the plague, and the scarers in the zone were dressed up as the old Italian plague doctors with the long nose on the front and like the creepy outfits. It was really cool. The actors seemed really into it. That was like a 45-minute wait. It was kind of nuts. And there were some more scare zones I went through. This number 2 here was kind of like reliving, because it was the 20th anniversary of Halloween Horror Nights, so it's kind of reliving all their old stuff. I'm sorry. I guess these two, 1 and 2, were both the same kind of idea. Kind of reliving their old stuff, but other scary stuff thrown in there. And that brought us back out to the entrance. And like I said, we skipped about half the haunted houses, but we got through almost all of the scare zone things out here. Did, a ride, did a show. So it was a lot of fun, and, if you have the ability to hit this up this year, I would definitely recommend it. I don't know what the one in California is like. I know all the different haunted houses are different there, but the Orlando one is really cool, so check it out if you can. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick little update on what I ended up doing today. Basically went out shopping all day and picked up the new NECA Jason and the Machete figure. Hoping to get Danny Trejo to sign this bad guy right here tomorrow. He's supposed to be at the convention, and I think it'd be really cool just to get him signed right across there. I'm very excited. And Jason I will open up since Derek Mears isn't going to be there. And the other thing I got today, well, I got a bunch of stuff. I got, crap that you guys probably don't care about, but picked this up at Hot Topic. Really cool Freddy sweater. I'm gonna wear this tomorrow too, to be a complete total nerd. Now I'm looking at it, I was like, man, I should have brought my glove, but then I realized that would be so nerdy it wouldn't even be funny, plus I don't want to go around dressed as a pedophile. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll take a bunch more video tomorrow at Spooky Empire, Halloween, Horror Convention, whatever you happen to call it. So I'll post that as it comes. Love this sweater. Love these figures too. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a video of Jason out of the box, but CCG already did one, and if I wanted to do it, I really would want to just compare it against the Mezco, which I do not have with me. So maybe when I get back home.